I would recommend this board to somebody who's more of a booter fanatic, likes to go big off the jumps. I mean, you literally get an extra 7 or 8 inches of pop.
That might be why they call it the outer space living, because it's pretty much made to send you to outer space.
What's up guys, this is Tyler with Board Insiders. I just got done taking a few springtime laps in the afternoon, so it was extra springtime slushy on the CAPiTA Outerspace Living. This is their camber dominant board. It's cambered from contact point to contact point, maybe with a super slight early rise. When you step on the board, that camber goes away a little bit, tips come off the ground just a hair more.
It's got a medium to stiff kind of flex to it. It really likes to load up, but it doesn't load too far. It's got a really good pop to it.
The pop on this board, it is traditional camber. If you combined a jumping pop with a kicker, this had twice as much pop as I was expecting. It really would load up and throw you into the air. It was a lot of fun. I feel like this would be perfect going out in the backcountry, building a jump and just launching for days. You kind of had to work for a press. You had to throw your hips outside of your foot. But once you got it, it locked in.
It's not really torsionally too flexy. It likes to get on rail and then use its flexibleness through the board to make turns. It's not really one of these things you'd be sitting there steering with one foot.
Once you pull up on that toe, it wants to pull that toe right back down. At first, it was kind of messing with me. On the first run, I was like, damn, I don't know about this board. And then I remembered, damn, I used to love to ride boards like that. I used to like them a little bit stiffer torsionally. It felt like you just had a little more landing gear in certain situations and a little more response coming in and out of turns. And once I ride it like a torsionally stiff board, all of a sudden it started to come alive. With a board that's not torsionally stiff, you can do those micro adjustments that you need for super small setups. With this board, you gotta let the board drive you a little bit. Aim it towards something, let the board do a lot of the work. You don't have a lot of micro adjustments that you can do on this, so prepare a little bit ahead of time with this board. But if you do it just right, magic happens.
This board feels really, really good carving. Feels really good as it's holding an edge. It gave me a lot of confidence on this board when I went into hits. I could just feel the edge and it wasn't overreacting on a carve. For the most part, it was really mellow when I'd start to get into a turn, or if I was going off a lip to do a spin, it wasn't over exaggeratedly giving me a lot of pre-spin. It gave me a lot of time to think while I was on edge. What do I want to do with this turn?
I was thinking, okay, this is just a booter board, but I had to take it through the rail park a few times to see see what it was all about, and it did amazing in there. It was more of a haul ass at the feature, gap over half the rail and then stomp the end of it, that kind of board. One of the things I was really surprised about, especially for how much camber it has, is how well it locked 50-50 on a rail.
It rides rails way better than I expected.
Yeah, it sinks.
That first run was deceiving.
It sinks into them.
And so in my opinion, usually when boards lock on a 50-50 grind, it's because of the torsional flex. This board doesn't have a lot of torsional flex, but it has a lot of surface area. And when you get that rail underneath the board and in line with it, it doesn't want to drift around, it just wants to go straight down that rail. And that's a great feeling for a cambered board to have.
I would recommend this board to an all-mountain rider, somebody freestyle oriented, somebody doing aerials, looking to go big off of everything.
So if you're looking to get into freestyle, I think that this would be a good transition for you because it has a lot of those functions that your all mountain boards have, but it has a lot of the freestyle functions that obviously freestyle boards have.
Whatever was in front of you, you could take at high fucking speed on this board. Chunder, powder, groomers. It might not be the most nimble through the trees, but if you're in wide open, it doesn't matter what's in front of you. It's gonna eat it up and spit it out the back end. I gave this board a shred credit of a 96 because it's super poppy and it kind of brought me back to that old feeling camber board that's just snappy, responsive, and turns like a pro.
I gave this board a 97 because I loved it. I'm a big fan of cambered snowboards. I really like jumping, I really like pop, and this board did everything I wanted it to. It's incredibly light. It felt like every board I've been riding for years, just updated to 2017.
I give this board a shred cut of 99 because I felt like I grew up with it and it's my best friend and I'll take it everywhere with me.
latest snowboard reviews, check out boardinsiders.com.
Ha ha ha.